Okay, welcome back everybody to Budgets with me. My name is Josh. In this video, I'd like to expand on velocity banking, and let's fast forward this scenario here. And we're going to go a year into the future or so where this person was using just this credit card for velocity banking, which remember in the other videos, it was like 14.5 was their balance. And every month, all of these expenses have been going in to this card, and then the 2649 was coming back out. And let me fix this real quick. Put this loan back in place here. 2649 was going into the credit card, and 2218 was going back onto the credit card for the variable expenses. So now 1 year's time, we've paid the card balance down from 14.5 to 10, and at the same time, our credit score has gone up to 680. So now we qualify for the home equity line of credit. And what we want to do to simplify our life here is getting ahead of myself because I want to show you this. We're going to simplify things by moving this personal loan into the line of credit. In other words, we're going to pay this off so we can gain this $500 of cash flow. And when we get this HELOC, it should be set up at the same bank or credit union where you're going to have your checking account at. Because that's going to make life even easier. If you have your HELOC at one bank, but your checking account's at another bank, you're going to have to do, instant transfers back and forth across banks, and that's going to get complicated. For me, I got a HELOC at the same bank where my checking account is. That way I can see everything on the app, and I can do instant transfers and make payments into the line, all from the phone on that same bank. So that's what I'd recommend there. Not a financial advisor, but I'm just telling you what I do. Check the rates for a credit union or your personal bank and see what they offer you if you get them. There shouldn't be any fees to get a HELOC because they know they're going to make interest off of you, while you're using this thing. Most of the HELOCs are going to be a 10-year draw period and then a 20-year repayment period where it basically turns into another mortgage. But we never are going to do that. We're going to use the HELOC to its full advantage for 10 years. And when it gets close to that 10 years time, we're going to refinance into a new HELOC and start over. Or we're going to get another line of credit and pay it off. We're never going to go into that repayment loan period. Velocity banking is about eliminating debt and then getting to a place where you end up having rich people problems where you got to figure out what can I pay off next. So back to this scenario here. We got our home equity line of credit at $40,000. We're going to change all these expenses to now come out of our checking account because we're going to be using our home equity line of credit as our main bank account. So if it's at the same bank, we're going to just sweep money back and forth each month to cover the expenses, okay? Now, when we pay off the loan here, our cash flow jumps to $31.49 a month now, okay? And now you just have these bills to go. So how long does it take us once we take the credit card and we take the personal loan and we dump it into the line of credit? Because remember, we still have to satisfy that credit card payment, which we were doing with the monthly expenses and the $26.49 going in. But now we're trying to push everything into the HELOC so we have one source of a line of credit and we have the same source of income going in to pay off that line of credit. All of our income is focused on that one thing versus dividing it up between the credit card and the line of credit. So we want these two things to go into the line. So our balance today when we do that is going to be the $26,500 to pay off the loan and the rest of the credit card, $36,500. Okay. So there's our balance for month one. Now, what's the interest on that? We know it's 8.75, so let's do a quick formula here. And we're going to do equals J2, because that's the principal amount today, times 0.0875 is my interest rate, and then divide by 12 to get the monthly rate. So I paid $266 a month. Now, I guarantee just that credit card alone, if you were paying just the $400 a month on that $15,000 balance, your interest that you're paying at 26, 28, 29% is probably somewhere around $400 a month that's getting added back to the principal balance. I just paid off the $10,000 credit card, and I paid off this $26,000 loan here that was at 20% interest. And to do all that and do nothing else, I didn't get a second job or anything like that. I just moved it into this line of credit. I saved myself $140 or more in interest just the first month from doing that alone. Now I got to do how long does it take me? Because I'm going to put in the $31.49. So another formula we're going to do is equals J2, and then we're going to say plus K2, which is our interest amount, and then we're going to say minus our cash flow payment, which is $31.49 each month. Okay, that gives me a new balance the following month of $33,000, and then we're going to drag this formula down here. There's my new monthly interest. When I paid this down to $33.6, I'm paying $245 a month now in interest. So how long does it take us to pay off that loan and the credit card in this scenario? Let's see. Looks like, yeah, right here we go negative. So that was the first month. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So roughly 1 year's time, we've paid off this full balance and we paid off the full personal loan, and we haven't changed anything else. So I'm back to a zero balance somewhere in here in month 12. What's the next thing that we can do? We can pay off this Mazda now, because we finished paying off all this. You could put it in right here, somewhere in here if you wanted to, in month 10 or month 9, because you have the available credit. You're at 40,000 limit. You paid it down to 9,700. You can afford to move this car and pay off this car and gain this cash flow. Pay off that car and boom, now my cash flow is 3,500 a month. So hopefully this is making sense. We're going to do a couple more videos in this same way to try to explain this. But if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Let's get it going. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching.